CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers match day 8. 8 teams, 8 games gone, and the octagonal is shaping up nicely. So, guys, we got 4 games to talk about. If you could tell from my facial expression, I've been up all day. I'm running about on maybe 2 to 3 hours sleep across maybe the last 48 hours. I've been really grinding, really caught up with this World Cup qualifying thing, and thank God that's it for now until January, February, March. You know what I'm saying? But look, let's talk CONCACAF. We had some good games today. We had some good games. And I got a few predictions right. Like I predicted Mexico to beat Canada. Psych! No, I predicted Canada to beat Mexico. Believe it or not, I did. Go check the prediction video. I did predict Jamaica to lose at home, but they picked up a draw. And I predicted Panama to get their revenge on El Salvador and win 2-1. But I predicted a draw between Costa Rica and Honduras. But the Ticos picked up a well-needed win on home soil. So let's talk, man. Let us talk. It's your boy Dom. If you're new around here, make sure hit the subscribe button, be part of the movement. We will be talking about the World Cup come next November, of course. And if you don't know, I did cover the 2018 World Cup. And I've been watching the World Cup since 1998, since I was a wee little boy. All right, so let's take a look at these fixtures. And I've done 2 videos already. The match between the USA and Jamaica, I did go in depth, about 20 minutes in depth with that one. And I did talk about the Canada-Mexico match. So basically what I'm going to be doing right now is a summary. Because to be completely honest, the match between Panama and El Salvador, I had the game playing along with Costa Rica, Honduras, but I didn't watch every single kick of the ball because my son, you know what I mean, he was doing his thing. He's 3 years old. And you know how 3-year-old boys act. You see what I mean? Very, very active. And, distracted by the wife and all. And, you know what I'm saying? So I did miss some details from the Panama and El Salvador game and the Costa Rica Honduras. But for Panama, El Salvador, that one I saw the goals and everything, but I did miss the first 2 goals from the Honduras and Costa Rica game, but I did see when Costa Rica grabbed the winner. The games were there playing, but I just want to keep it real. So Jamaica won. USA won. Timothy Wayne, 11th minute, really good individual goal, strong on the ball. Listen, man, Bobby Reed, you got to defend a lot better than that. I know you want to help out, but that was absolutely poor. And that opportunity you had to give Jamaica the lead, listen, you missed it. You see what I mean? A moment to forget for Bobby Reed, a game to definitely forget. And Jamaica did equalize in the 22nd minute, courtesy of a screamer from way out from Mikel Antonio, the West Ham man, who has been on fire for the last 3 seasons. Ever since I became aware of Mikel Antonio, even when he used to play as a right wing back, he's been on fire, man. And he declared for Jamaica, and he's definitely made them a lot stronger. So Jamaica won, the USA won. I went more in depth on the individual video, so make sure you go check that one out. I think Jamaica should have won this game. The penalty, Chris Richards' handball should have been given, and then the Damian Lowe goal should have stood. But guess what? There's no VAR in CONCACAF, and there's no video review. So if the referee makes a blunder, that is what it is. It's a blunder. Damian Lowe himself should have been sent off. So some may argue that he should have never been on the field to head that ball, into the back of the net. But maybe someone else would have been there. You see what I mean? Right is right, wrong is wrong. I think Jamaica were hard done by the refereeing decisions in this game. And they played well enough, in my opinion, to deserve a win. I don't know what my boy Ryan LFC is going on about with Topper out. The man just played the last 6 games, managed the last 6 games, and only lost once. We take a look at the stats right now. Jamaica is still 6 because Costa Rica pick up that win. But across his last 6 games, there's been 4 draws and a win. That's where Jamaica's 7 points come from, their last 6 games. So it's better than what El Salvador are doing and what Honduras are doing, and just right behind Costa Rica. And Panama, I know they're distancing themselves. It's going to be very difficult to catch Panama and Mexico on 14 points. But look, as I always say, W's will solve your problem. Jamaica has 6 matches left. If they pick up all W's, which is quite unlikely, improbable, but you never ever know. The ball is round, right? The game isn't being played on paper. So you never know. Jamaica could turn into prime Brazil 2002 and win all their remaining games and end on 25 points. It's possible. That will take them to Qatar. But if they continue playing the way they're playing, I think they will creep up, and they could take advantage of a team in the top 4 that could potentially capitulate. Maybe Mexico, maybe Panama, maybe the USA. Maybe not Canada, because they don't look like they're going to capitulate anytime soon. But look, the USA are second. They relinquished their top spot with that draw. And I think they were mostly outplayed in the game. I think Jamaica deserves a lot of credit here for the way they performed. And I don't, sometimes, look, I don't know what some people are looking at and the way they analyze games, but Jamaica played well, and they have been playing well, in my opinion, since the start of World Cup qualifiers. The only game I think Jamaica were outplayed in, 2 games, the Panama game and the 2-0 loss against the USA. All the other games, 6 matches, Jamaica has played well, even the loss against Mexico. I think Jamaica should have beaten the USA, they should have beaten El Salvador, and they should have beaten Costa Rica. You could have added 6 more points to Jamaica's tally right now. Jamaica should have been on 13 points at the moment, and you could have taken away 1 point from Costa Rica, take away 1 point from the USA as well with that one. Jamaica would have been on 13 points. They would have been in 5th, and they would have been competing. I think I get my math right. They would have been competing with the likes of Mexico, Panama, the USA, and Canada. But because they have not managed games well at the back end and not able to see matches out, and sometimes not being clinical in the final third and switching off in defense, they have to pay the price. Right now, I think it might be a little bit too much for Jamaica to qualify, but as I say, you never ever know, man. As for the USA, 8 matches, 15 points. Look, it's not a bad return at all. 1 loss, 3 draws, and 4 wins. Their remaining matches, I think the USA will be able to pick up at least from 6 games. They should be able to get over 10 points. You see what I'm saying? 18 available points. The USA should be able to get at least 10. And that'll be enough to qualify for Qatar, in my opinion. So, look. Good for Jamaica to pick up a point. It's a big point against the best team in the region. Gold Cup winner. Nations League winner. They beat Mexico. And they were expected to beat Jamaica. But Jamaica, you repelled the USA. And you repelled Canada. So you ought to be proud of yourselves. You ought to be proud of yourselves. You see what I'm saying? I think some of the fans are very delusional, and some of the fans have their expectations way too high. Anyways, let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. I think I spent way too long on that game, but we're going to keep it moving. So I'll talk more fixtures and stuff when I do a complete wrap-up of CONCACAF match day 8, or the first 8 matches until we resume in January. Panama to El Salvador 1. Panama, it seems like you love to do it the hard way these days, right? Jairo Henriquez in 15 seconds. As soon as I switched on the game, bam, El Salvador scored. I'm like, what am I seeing here? But it was always destined for a Panamanian comeback. Look, they knocked on the door quite a lot in the first half. Gonzalez was a very, very busy goalkeeper. I know Mejia couldn't do his best to keep out that early chance, and he was tested on numerous more occasions. You see only 5 shots at goal, 3 on target for El Salvador. But you look at Panama. They peppered the El Salvadorian goal, 27 shots at goal, 8 on target. And in the second half, the substitution of Freddie Gondola, it reaped rewards. It paid dividends. He did set up Cecilio Waterman with that header across goal, and then Freddie Gondola, I think it was Cecilio Waterman with the return in the favor, I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but Gondola to put Panama ahead. Listen, a comeback once again, just like they did against Honduras. Panama seems like they want to do it the hard way. But look, as long as you're getting the W's, that is what's important. You see this guy right there that's pictured? Eric Davis. Oh, man. This guy is the heart and soul of the team these days, I'm telling you, man. They're missing their big defender at the back. Definitely. They're missing a few key players indeed. But I'm telling you, the players that stepped in, they're really performing well. Imagine Armando Cooper's not playing. Gabby Torres isn't starting. You see what I'm saying? And you have guys. Where's our boy? Where's our boy Basinas? You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of key players missing from this team, and they're still stepping up and performing at high levels. Look, Carrasquilla. This man is very important for Panama. I think without him, when he was injured, they struggled. You got to give it to Cecilio Waterman. He has been really, really stepping up and producing the goals. Look, man, I don't want to get too deep into this game because I'm not going to act like I watched every single minute of it and I'm going to, just, analyze it down to the T. No, I'm not able to do that right now. But Hugo Perez, oh, man, listen. You guys give up the lead there, man. You give up the lead. And that's never a good thing when you lose from a winning position. Never, ever a good look. And I'm afraid, look, they're not totally out of it, but it might be a little bit too much for El Salvador to do to actually qualify. They did salvage a point against Jamaica late, but, they give up a lead against Panama. If you look at the table and how this win reflects on the table, Panama are 4th, level on points with Mexico with 6 games to go. They're looking good. The positive goal difference. The USA only 1 point ahead. Canada only 2 points ahead. And they have a 5-point lead over Costa Rica. So they don't want to let up. You don't want to let Costa Rica back into the mix. You don't want to let Jamaica back into the mix. And you want to keep getting those points. As for El Salvador, 6 points. Look, only 18 points available, 24 max. They're not mathematically out of it yet. Look, not even Honduras are mathematically out of it yet because we don't know what's going to happen in the upcoming games. But if El Salvador and teams like Honduras, Jamaica don't start getting these W's, they will be left for dead, and Costa Rica could join the pack to fight for that playoff or even a direct spot for Qatar 2022. Look, Panama, you've been really impressive, and good on you to come back after finding yourself behind in back-to-back games in 2 Central American derbies here. So not much more I have to say about this match. Thomas Christensen, listen, man, you must be having a really tough time, man. You must be really tense on the touchline, but you must be really happy when your boys show up and they take account for what they do in the games and they fight back and they earn you these 3 points. So that's 6 points in November for Panama. Great international break for El Salvador. Only 1 point. Not very good at all. So we're going to keep it moving. Definitely keep it moving. And we talk about the game between Costa Rica and Honduras where I predicted a draw. It almost ended in a draw. It took a late 95th minute goal by Gerson Torres to give the Ticos 3 points on the day. Oscar Duarte in the 20th. Romel Cueto in the 35th. These teams were scrapping it out. You look at the stats, Honduras were peppering the goal, 17 at goal, 6 on target, most of the ball. And the Ticos were resolute as well. Keylor Navas back in the team. That is very, very, very important there. Very important. Very important. These bunch of guys need to step it up. If you check the lineup, you could see some changes. You could see guys like Gallo, Zuniga. You know, we haven't been seeing these guys in the Costa Rican setup. Ortiz, Joel Campbell back. What a ball into the box. The header across goal. And the boy Gerson Torres into the back of the net past Luis Lopez. It was a really scrappy game, but after all, the best team came out on top on the day, and that's a home team, Costa Rica. Did all the right things, ticked all the boxes, and in the end, they got the goal to pick up 3 points. This is a massive 3 points, because if they only picked up 1 point here, 1 point, it would not have looked good at all. It would not have looked good. They would have only been on 7 points right now. We checked the table really quick. They would have only been on 7 points, and the pressure would have been piling on Luis Fernando Suarez. Look, they would have gone up to 7 points, right? 7 points. Did I say 7? 7. They would have been on the same points as Jamaica as before, and they would have been 7 points behind Panama. But now, if they keep picking up those wins, yeah, they could start putting pressure back on the top 4 once again. But look, I feel for Hernan Dario Gomez. 2 matches taken over since he took over, and he's lost both the games. And it seems as if Honduras' problem is not only in their goal-scoring aspect of their game, but also in their defensive side and keeping the balls out the back of the net, which they've been unable to do. You look at them, they have the worst defense, and just behind El Salvador, they have the worst attack. Worst goal difference, definitely, with a -10, though. So it's not looking good. 4 losses on the trot, and they are the only team yet to pick up a win in the octagonal. It's fair to say with 6 games remaining, Honduras won't qualify for Qatar 2022. Not even the playoffs, in my opinion. It's too much for them to make a turnaround right now. But for Costa Rica, it is quite possible. 9 points, looking healthy, and they could hope. They could really, really hope and be optimistic about their chances. So it brings us to the final game, man. Final game to touch on for match day 8, and that's the Canucks of Canada 2, Mexico L3 1. Back-to-back games in November. Mexico picked up 2 L's. 0 points. 0 points. 0 points. Just like Honduras, Mexico are the worst team in the November international break. Even Jamaica picked up 2 points. And I'm always saying even Jamaica because some Jamaicans make it out like if Jamaica are the worst team right now when look at what Honduras are doing. Look at what Mexico did. Even though Mexico in a World Cup spot right now, it could get worse. It could really get worse. So listen, man. Listen, you gotta be thankful for the points you got because points ain't easy to come by, and Mexico could definitely vouch for that. They fought very, very hard in all their games. All. I think it's probably only one game they played like really well in. One. All the other games, it has just been hit and miss, barely getting over the finish line. And it seems as if Tata Martino does not know what he's doing, man. He's under pressure right now. He's under pressure. You lose into the USA all 2021, and now you lose to Canada and failing to beat them throughout World Cup qualifiers. Canada have gotten Mexico out of the way now. You see what I mean? And in the frigid weather up in Edmonton, oh man. They conquered the Mexicans. You see what I'm saying? Who's looking in the mirror now? Mexicans. You see what I'm saying? Look in the mirror and do some self-reflection. You know what I mean? And come better next time because it's been an awful performance in November by this Mexican team. 4 at the back against the USA, 3 at the back against Canada. Nothing works. Nothing works right about now. Maybe they need to, call up the youth players, man. Where's Linus? You see what I'm saying? I don't get it. Is he injured? I don't even know, man. Listen, they need to do something a bit different because they're getting outrun. They really getting outrun by these young Americans and these young Canadians, man. I'm telling you. But what a game. Canada 2, Kyle Larin in the 45th and 52nd minute, two very good goals. And Hector Herrera with a fight back in the 90th minute. It was a tense finish where Boyan had to make a clearance off the line. There's a lot of fighting at the back end of the game, a lot of words shared, insults and all of that shared at the back end as well. And it was very, very tense, but that's how we like it, man. It's all about entertainment, and Canada have definitely given us the entertainment value. So I went more in depth in this game, and you guys could go check out that video. But look, man, Canada, they dominated. Mexico were very, very, very sloppy, man. I'm telling you, devoid of ideas, incapable of defending. And I listen, it could be 2014 all over again where Mexico struggles to qualify for the World Cup. All right, so look, Tata Martino does not know his best 11, but it seems as if John Herdman has that down to the T. Very, very deep squad and very reliable players as well. Look, don't want to go on too long, but look at the table. Canada, atop of the octagonal after 8 games. And I know many people did not predict this to happen. And many people are still, in awe that Canada are doing so well. The only unbeaten team left in the octagonal. And they are pretty much, I think they're pretty much qualified if you ask me. Pretty much, unless they lose their last 6 games. They do have a really, really hard test traveling to Central America. So I think what they should do in the off season is just, as a bunch, just head down to Costa Rica, not to do any zip lining or go in any waterfalls or hit the beaches or anything like that, but just to get acclimatized to the temperature, train, and you see what I'm saying? And just get used to Central America because they have to go there 4 times. And that's going to be the real test for this Canadian team. But I think they're ready for whatever. And even if they get 4 points from those 4 games and then win at least one of their home matches that's remaining and draw the other and go unbeaten throughout the Hex, they're bound to qualify. Straight to Qatar as well. No playoff business, straight to Qatar. As for Mexico, man, I think Canada will be all right. I'm confident. I predicted Mexico to qualify too. But in their last 5 games, if you can see there, that's 2 losses and a draw. You see what I'm saying? Now, it ain't looking good, man. Teams are not scared of Mexico anymore. Panama is not scared. The USA for sure not scared. Canada not scared. And I don't know if Honduras and El Salvador and Costa Rica are scared and Jamaica. But look, those other 3 teams, they ain't afraid of Mexico, man. Maybe they kind of feared them before, not anymore. The fear factor in this Mexican team is non-existent. Non-existent like Mexico's defense and their attack these days, against the more quality oppositions. So, look, man, don't want to go on too long, but Mexico could find themselves in trouble if they have a poor January, February international break. You could find yourself in a lot of trouble. Let's just take a brief peek at who they play when that happens. And next time around, they do have Jamaica, Costa Rica, and Panama. So it ain't going to be a walk in the park. They traveling to Jamaica. That's not going to be easy. Not the best playing surface down there. And I don't know, man. The Jamaican sun might hit a little bit different than the Mexican sun, if you ask me. The Caribbean sun is mean. You see what I said? You be in New York and you say it's hot, but when you go down in the Caribbean, you say, God damn, this ya hot. Anyways, Mexico against Costa Rica, and then they have 2 home games, so they have 3 home games coming up. Mexico will be fine. Mexico will be fine. They have El Salvador, Honduras. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll qualify. We hope so. We think so. You know what I mean? Mexican fans, keep your fingers crossed, man. This team is on you gotta keep you gotta put this team on watch. So look, that's it for me. 24 minutes. It's late. I'm tired, and I'm about to hit the sack and go to work tomorrow. In about 4 hours, I gotta get up. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. But you know who ain't tired? Them Canadians. Them guys on fire. Mexico look tired though. Look really tired. But guys, like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. For everyone, until match day 9. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.